Hello, everybody, and welcome to this new series. And I have Leanne Hunt with me. My name is Keryn House. We're going to be talking about a series called Help, I'm Stuck at Home. And I think this is really timeless because we're just about tonight to start our 21-day lockdown for COVID-19. So to kick this series off, there's quite a lot of concern and worry in the air. And I think it's a really good opportunity to be talking about this. So just to get some context, Leanne, I'd like to know what gave you the idea of this particular series?
Well, yeah, as you say, we are stuck in the middle of our the 2020 COVID-19 pandemic. It's been building and building in other countries in the world, and South Africa has just gone into a state of disaster, national disaster, a few days ago. And as of tonight, midnight, that's Thursday, the 26th of March, we are actually going to be in a state of lockdown. Now, I'm very aware that many people are and sort of a bit fearful of what is going to be in store, because being stuck at home for 21 days is something that's never happened to them before. And the fact is, it won't just be a personal thing, it'll be a national experience that we're going through. So I just thought it would be good to document the thing and to offer some advice from my own experience on how to cope with being shut in at home and perhaps even extreme cabin fever.
Right, gee. So what actually qualifies you to give advice? Because I think a couple of people might be saying, there's so much other advice out there. Why should I be listening to Leanne Hunt? Can you tell us about that?
Well, I think there is a lot of advice out there. Much of it is very good advice. It comes from doctors and psychologists and counselors and people who are truly qualified by virtue of their expertise. My story is a little different. I'm a legally blind person, and I've been pretty much housebound for the last 15 years. And I use a guide dog, and I need to plan my life very carefully because I don't get to go out and do my shopping whenever I choose. I have to actually plan it. And so I've had a lot of experience with feeling stuck, feeling very cut off, and feeling isolated. Now, I just feel that the experience I've had in coming to terms with it, and also in just coping with it, is valuable to share with other people. And I'm hoping that by this doing this series, it will really just give people a sense of, well, they're not alone, and people have come up with very creative ways, and there's a lot of understanding out there.
That's great. Yes, we need encouragement, I think, at this time. So
Definitely.
fantastic. And then what can we expect during the series? How is it going to happen? Can you give us a bit of an idea of that?
Okay, well, our South African lockdown is 21 days. So I'm going to follow that daily schedule of 21 days. I'm going to be watching what happens across the nation, the kind of things we hear people talking about when they phone into radio stations, the kind of things that people are saying on social media, and basically just trying to pick up where people are struggling. So firstly, it will be a case of monitoring that mood in the country. And I think the fact that we are all going through it together is kind of a unique opportunity, because it's not just one person feeling isolated from the rest of the world, and the rest of the world is frenetic. This is actually something that we are all having to share. It's a journey we go on together, and it's about raising consciousness to the actual facts of being confined. And then the second thing would just be to reframe the narrative if it's a negative narrative, because we can always look on the bright side, or we can always see things in a different way if we take a bit of an altered perspective. I think I can help with that. And thirdly, just to give some practical tips and suggestions according to what people are going through. Sometimes it's going to be sort of personal care, you're looking after your health. Sometimes it's going to be social interaction and whatever. But I have a lot of things up my sleeve that I really want to share with people because I do think it's going to help. So I hope that people will follow along with the series and let me know how they react, to the ideas, and perhaps share some of their own.
That'll be great. I'm looking forward to it. And I'm sure you're aware Leanne is an author. She's a published author, and all her information is, I'll put in the notes below this video. And if you're wondering why we're both wearing earphones, well, that story maybe will come to you during the series as well.
Yes.
So we look forward to hearing more and really to just to listen to some of what the stories and advice and tips you can give us during this time, Lee. Thank you for that. And everybody, we will see you tomorrow. Have a lovely day.
Great.
Bye.
Thanks, Keryn. Goodbye.